Hey y'all, welcome to the June Content Challenge planning session. So if you have been on my social, you know that June is the month where I like to do resets. I like to try something new, and I like to bring it into play with my content and how I am shifting and moving. And so tonight we are going to have a fun training on how I plan my content, how I plan my clients' content, and I'm going to show you guys some true tips and tricks that I use behind the scenes to make it a lot easier. And so if you have been struggling with it, if it's just not the thing that you have done well at, this training is for you. You might be watching the replay, and if so, and you have questions, shoot me a DM. I am happy to help you along the way. If you are joining us live, I'm happy you're here tonight. Everyone who joined me live is going to get a bonus. So if you didn't join live and you want the bonus, shoot me a DM and I'll shoot it over to you. All right, more to come. All right, so as I talked about, June is one of those months where you are either hitting it hard or you are completely falling off, because this is the 6th month of the year, which means we're about halfway through. So you are either like, oh my God, I got to be on this and hit my goals, or you're like, oh, I still got time. I still got 6 more months after this. I kind of fall somewhere in between on that, where it's like, whatever I didn't do before now, oh well, but I am going to take June seriously. Now, the other thing has happened every year, and I would say, especially since, probably the last 2 or 3 years, when the world opened back up, is that summertime seems to be slowing down in numbers. But let me tell y'all what really happens is there is a slowdown in people putting out content as well, because they're busy, they're traveling, they're doing things. And so what I really want us, as you know, I'm going to drop a file for you guys to have access to, because I love y'all. But what I really want you to be thinking through is, what am I going to do differently in my content this month that is going to either, if you have an audience already showing up, keep them showing up even when they're like, traveling on a plane and they're scrolling, your content still pops in their face. Or you're trying to really like, I need new people. I need new fresh results with what I'm doing in content. And so what I find a lot of times when new clients hire me, when I'm doing audits, it's, if you're a business, especially, you're so focused on converting or getting something done in the business that you forget to humanize yourself in content. And a lot of times that's why you're not connecting. So we're going to talk about that briefly tonight. But then the other piece is, for those of you that are influencers and creators, you get set in a way that you like to create content. You're like, that's the style I like. That's what I want to do. And you're not open to be flexible. And so I want to stretch you all to be a little flexible this summer. Try something new. It's the reason why I said, if you're normally the person who posts, reels with trending audios every single day, or, twice a week, 3 times a week, try to post some original content, try to talk to the camera, do voiceovers. If you're the person who posts carousels all the time, how can we add in reels? How can we do some collaborations with some of these ladies that are on here? That's the piece that's going to stretch you. Okay. I am going to drop this in here in the chat. I realize some of you are on your phone, so please do not worry. If you join this call tonight, you will get a copy of this via email right afterwards. But I specifically didn't give it to you beforehand, because I know how y'all are. Y'all like to be like, oh, what is this? I know what it is. Now I don't need to join the call. But it's just a simple PDF, and it's not super big, but it's a PDF file that's going to help you. I'm going to quickly walk us through that, what it is while it's loading. It'll be there in a minute. I see it. Okay, cool. I got to check right now. But I'm going to quickly show you guys that piece, just so that you understand kind of how I try to formulate and give you guys success during this month. Okay. And this is free, y'all, but it's usually, most people pay for this. So I'm giving it to y'all as a little bonus today. All right. Can y'all see my screen? Yeah. Okay. All right. So obviously, it's the June Content Challenge. I'm not gonna read this to y'all, but I do. Some of y'all don't know me. And so if you don't know me, haven't done a training with me before, I have been in this industry for about 13 years. I know that makes me sound old. I promise I'm not old. But I started when I was in college. I started working in social media there, learned a lot about Hootsuite and things like that. and then went on to work in corporate for Aflac and another financial services company in social media and marketing. So I have lots of experience from more of the corporate end. And then obviously, like most people, the pandemic happened. And then I went full time into my own business. So you can learn more about me later. I love my family, love my kids. Yeah, you can learn more about me on my page if you don't know me. All right, let's dive into this because this is where I want you guys to start. For those who have not followed me for a while, this is actually my content hour time. I added an extra 30 minutes, but every Sunday night, like clockwork, I come upstairs. My kids know I love y'all. Bye. I come upstairs to plan out my content for the week. Now, I have actually gotten really good. I'll show y'all my secrets with the Society for Black Girls page, where I'm able to plan that out for a little bit more, like a month. But with mine, of course, I like to stay on top of trends. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm looking at trends, those kind of things. And so I like to do it weekly and just give myself an hour. I found for me, that was the best process for me and my brain to not try to sit down and do, 4 hours worth of content for the whole month, just do an hour each week. And it set a rhythm for me. And so that really helped me a lot. And so during that time, I may answer these questions, of course, ahead of time. What are my goals for posting this week? And I don't mean I want to, just get new followers, new likes, things like that. Sometimes my goals are I want, exposure for, a certain product or event that I'm trying to push or sell. Sometimes, just different things like that. Now, this question, a lot of times you are going to need to like put a folder in place on Instagram. I don't know if they do folders on TikTok. I'm not on, for those of you that love TikTok, go there. Y'all enjoy it, but I'm not on there as much. I have content there and I have followers there, but I'm not there a lot. And so what I do want you to see is what is showing up on the Explore page. I usually do throughout the week, just if I hop on my Explore page for like 10 minutes, and if a post stands out to me, I'll open it up, see if it's really good, and I might save it to a folder of, this is something that's really good for the week. And, I like this. Ooh, I can copy this, that kind of thing. Let me clarify. I can copy this style or there's a trend. Please do not be out here stealing folks' content. You are your own person. You bring something special to it. There's no reason you should be fully copying somebody's, but it might inspire you to create something. Of course, the audios that are currently trending, that's, let me tell y'all, that's my love-hate right this second, is I feel like there is a big shift in original content, but I think there's still some value in trending content. And you guys obviously have seen that, the different trends coming on right this second. And so I just want you guys to be aware of that when you are creating your content. And so also ask yourself, who am I hoping to reach this week? And so that might be different every week. I have a lot of people who are, maybe they have different target audiences on one page. And so you need to look at who you're hoping to reach. And then some people are like, oh, I need to reach more B2B. I'm gonna put some content out on LinkedIn this week. And then this is my favorite question to ask. What would make this week feel like a win? And a lot of times, if you really think about this, it's not that you had a post go viral. It's that someone booked a session with me. Someone, saw my content and they commented that something was valuable. And so I just want you guys to think through that piece of, having that put together a little bit more clearly will help you in not being defeated when you are going through something, y'all. And I'm trying really quickly, y'all. Sorry if someone who's not able to get in messaging me. I'm trying to respond to them really quickly. All right, cool. They're good. I'm leaving them alone. So I like to do this of what would make this week feel like a win, because it's going to make things easier for me. Like for me, if I get 5 comments on something, sometimes that feels like a win. Like, oh, the call to action was good. So stop putting these big monumental tasks. Oh, this needs to go viral. This needs to get 10K views. Start thinking more of what would really make it feel like a win. Stop stressing so much after that, okay? All right. So there are 2 options in here. You do not have to follow these, but what I have done is giving you ideas for 30 days. So this is a creators one. It's kind of telling you what to share. I'm going to go through like static quotes and motivational messages and things like that. But these lists, I'm not going to read them to you. You can go through them yourselves. There's 30 for creators and then 30 for businesses because it might be a little bit different. Now, I did not separate out in here product-based versus service-based. So you might have a little bit different depending on what your business is, but they're both in here for you, okay? All right. Let me stop sharing for just a moment so y'all can see my face. If you follow me on Threads, then you know that this was a very big debate again on Friday, maybe. Anyways, I have shared about it, and when I tell you I don't play about hashtags, I don't play about hashtags. It's one thing that I probably will be the thing that if there was a way to just say this is Alicia is the hashtags. I love that. Anyways, I want to preface this before I even get started, before I go pull this up and show y'all. Instagram is a platform that thrives on making money. And a company that needs to make money is going to try to tell you things to do that's going to help them make more money. I have been growing accounts from 0 to, large accounts for over the last 6 years. And I can tell y'all consistently, and they have changed, but they're still consistently, hashtags are the #1 way to get exposure for free. I tell people all the time, it's like free dollars. If you knew how to really use hashtags well, what does that do for me as the business? That means you don't need to spend ad dollars. That means you don't need to, boost a post. Never boost a post, just to clarify. If you ever have a post doing well, don't boost it. Ask me about it later, I'll tell you. But I tell y'all that because I know that this becomes a very big thing about hashtags and about whether or not to use them. And y'all, I just cannot stress it enough that hashtags are valuable if you understand them. I do have a hashtag training. I'm happy to send it to y'all if you have never seen it before or watched it, but you need to be creating hashtags that are valuable for you. So I'm gonna hop back over here because I'm gonna walk you through a quick little tutorial for that, and then we're gonna keep it going, okay? All right, sorry, I had to get my little spiel. Oh, sorry. Okay, all right. Hashtags are basically, they're the search engine. They're the thing that's gonna help you get in front of it. The reason why people don't like them is because they don't understand what they need to be using. They don't understand, explore page is not a hashtag you want to use. And so just really quickly, it's about positioning and reaching the audience that you want. The best way for me to show you this is in the file that I gave you, there's an example. Now, this hasn't been updated with numbers, so there might be different numbers here. I apologize, y'all. I did not go through. This was done last year. But this is what you're going to do, whatever your niche is. So let's just say one of your pillars, and I go back and forth with pillars. I still call them pillars, but I really want y'all to expand and think about what is the messaging that I want to talk about? What is the overall topic or whatever? So if it's motherhood, I break hashtags into 4 categories. The first one is content focused, meaning this content is about this. And so I broke it down into, like, for motherhood, if this is a new mom who breastfeeds and she's going to be doing a lot of posts about breastfeeding, newborn tips, things like that, that's where I have this broken down. So new mom problems, new mom life, breastfeeding mama, breastfeeding support, all that is here. And what you'll see here is the reach is the number of uses it has been used. And so ideally, I want it to have over 10K, but less than 1 million. And you'll see that in everything that I do. So over 10K, less than 1 million. And so then we go over here to the target audience. This is what a lot of people forget. Target audience and location. People forget how important they can be. And so for target audience, you're looking for If you're a new mama sharing content, you're looking for the pregnant mama. If you're a Black mom, you're looking for more Black moms who blog. You're looking to connect with your people, your audience. And they are absolutely going to be very important that you find those here. And again, start looking at the usage and make sure it's something that is actually a good use. And so I'm sorry, I feel like I picked on Chandra other night too, but I see her face and I just saw her beautiful baby. And so I think a lot of times as a photographer, it's easy for her to think about all the photography, types. But think about that target audience, the pregnant moms, when you're doing maternity shoots, things like that. Think about who they are in their day-to-day life. I have photographers in Atlanta that use a lot of influencer hashtags because they do content shoots and brand shoots. And so you're looking to position yourself in front of that target audience with about 10 or so of those. And then the other piece is industry focus, meaning these are probably a little bit more big, especially if you're a business. You're going to get a little bit larger with some industry focused hashtags. And then the big one that y'all forget is location. And let me tell you, even if you serve people in other areas, location-based hashtags can really help you to position yourself and grow. If you don't live near a big city, that's okay. Utilize that big city. I am an hour and a half away from Atlanta, but I use Atlanta all the time. If depending on what I'm doing, like I've done a thing in Montgomery, I've used some Alabama hashtags before. You have to think about, who am I positioning this for? And so if you go on a vacation, you're going to want to add in some of those. If you're looking to work in a certain city, or, like, hey, I'm traveling to Miami in, whatever, I would love to have some influencer opportunities while I'm there. You might tap into some of those hashtags in advance to prep for when you're traveling. So that is here. I just kind of want to do a quick little preview of this so that when you go in to do it, like I said, I have a whole training on this. I'm happy to share with you guys. But when you go in to do them, you understand like why they're broken up like this. So I have 4 blank ones for you to fill out and just kind of put those together. If you haven't updated them in a while, I know some of you have worked with me before. It's time to go in and just check and be like, is this still fit? Is this still relevant? The best place to research hashtags is on your phone. Real quick, I want to give y'all a little tip. If you are like, I know some people don't use them anymore, but if you search for a hashtag, like for instance, if you search for Black women in business, a lot of my posts would come up. You could go to my post and see all the hashtags that I have used. You can take, if you don't want to have to click on it because you're on your phone, take a screenshot of it. Y'all know on screenshots now, you can copy the text out of a screenshot. If you don't know how to do that, I'm happy to share with y'all how to do that later. But just take a screenshot of like, oh, these are the hashtags they use. These look good. They may not all be good. You may have to go through and click on them, but that's an easy way. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Stealing hashtags is not a theft, y'all. If they're using it and their content is showing up on the Explore page, something they're doing is right. And so I want y'all to be able to easily get hashtags. So take a screenshot, copy and paste them. Copy and paste them, be like, oh, okay, this is good. So that's a quick little easy way for y'all to do that. Now, I did put this in here. If you are not like, you can use this as a like scratch paper, whatever. Some people like to do it. No, not looking at anyone in particular. Some people like their old school notebooks and write down all their content out. And I love that too. I have like 4 notebooks on my desk, but this is the easy way. If you wanted to, you could drop in and you could take this file and upload it into Canva and just drop in like, Monday, I'm gonna talk about this. Tuesday, I'm gonna talk about this, okay, whatever you're gonna talk about, you could pop that in here. And then this is one that always gets a question, is the perfect caption. For me, captions are so important. People forget them, but hashtags are great. But captions, having a good caption is going to weave it together to make it beautiful. Now, I cheat with captions a lot now. I might write 5 or 6 captions that I love. Once I have written them and I feel like, oh, those are good captions, whatever I'm talking about, I will now take whatever post I am writing or about to put up. If it's a video, if it's a quote, whatever it is, I will take and drop that into Chat GPT, and I'll take another one of the captions that I've liked, and I said, make this caption for this post similar to this. Copy this style. It's one of my easiest ways to get more captions done quickly and not be over here stressing because I know my voice is being replicated. And I'm always looking, don't just take a Chat GPT and just post it. But I'm always looking to see, like, oh, okay, this is actually, worthwhile. This is good. And so I like to have this sheet because it always makes me think. What's the goal of post? This is the one y'all forget. A caption that needs a hook too. Y'all put the hook. Well, some of you do. I know we learned hooks in the Reels challenge, but once you understand the hook on the post, you also need to hook them in the caption. And so you need to have something that's going to make them want to read it or make them take action. So for those of you that use mini chats or those kind of things that help you to get people to comment, say that in the first line. Comment whatever to shop. Comment saved to book a free discovery call, whatever it is. Tell them that in the first line, because especially on a reel, bearing it means they may not read it. They may not see it initially. So you definitely want to be able to do that. Have your hook, have what you want them to do. And then of course, hashtags, because I'm always going to ask y'all about hashtags. All right, that is everything on this. So we can dive in. I do see some questions popped up, so I want to take a minute and read through them. Jamila said, when you say original audio, do you mean the natural audio we have in the background or the Instagram audio that says original audio? So original audio is your audio, whether it's your voice talking, whether it's music that you've added in the background. Instagram is going to say original audio once you upload it and put it in there. Yep, saw the post. I am licensed in 13 states. Should I stick with Atlanta because that's my home base? No, you don't have to. That's the other beauty, is if you serve people in different areas, you can utilize the different areas that you serve. Sometimes, especially like when summer comes up and I know, oh, I'm going to be traveling to Nashville for a content shoot, or I'm going to be traveling to the DMV. I will use those different areas and just put them in there with my content. It also gives me exposure in those areas. If y'all haven't looked at tapped on a location on a post. So that's going to be one of my challenges for y'all, is if you haven't, go to someone's post, especially that they have the location tagged. If you tap on that tag, you will start seeing all kinds of posts pop up for that location. I know sometimes you may see it if you tag a location in your stories. It'll be like, you got one viewer from XYZ location. And so it's very similar for your post, is that you may get new viewers just because you tag the location. And so definitely want to make sure that you're tagging the location and changing it up sometimes too. What's the site to download your Instagram videos without the watermark? It is Instagram videos is instasave.website. So I will drop that in the chat for you. So whenever you want to save them, it's instasave.website. I have seen that actually a lot today. There is also a TikTok one. So if you do on TikTok, if you do TikToks first, you can download them with Snaptic. I'm going to drop that here below as well, just so y'all have those. So if you're ever posting and you're like, oh, I didn't save it correctly, do not post something in another platform don't post anything anywhere with a watermark. So if you are on Instagram and you want to repost your old post, don't post it with a watermark. It's not gonna, let me clarify. On Instagram, is it gonna hurt you as much? Probably not, but it hurts your views. If I start seeing something popping around the Instagram view, I'm scrolling on. So I really want you to understand, like, do not post it with a watermark, okay? You just need to take 5 seconds, open up the browser on your phone and download that video. So if you do not know how to do that, I can do a little tutorial for y'all, but absolutely you need to make sure that you are not posting with a watermark. Tanya said, what form of content is best to post? When is the best time to post? How many times per day or week should we post? All right, girl, let me get into the training. So once you have the PDF file, obviously it's really going to stretch you to depend on your type of niche. It's going to be different for everyone here. But obviously, videos are still one of the best forms and ways to reach people. And so, what I'm seeing work the best for my clients, work the best for the new pages that I have started. I'm happy to, kind of go through that, how I've, created a whole new page in 30 days. We grew from 17 followers to 80. I think we're at 81 today. That don't sound like a lot, but when it starts real little, all it takes is a little snowball effect. But we'll talk about that. But basically, what you're going to want to do is mix those forms together. To me, that works the best, and it's also the easiest on you as the user, because if someone tells you it's easy for you to have 30 days of videos and schedule them out and post them, I promise you they're lying. It's possible. It's completely possible. But in an ideal society, in an ideal world, especially for those of you that are business owners, it is easier for you to have some things that you can schedule and that you can weave in that's still going to be impactful. So I always like to, if you do not know her, I will start with sharing one of my clients, Joy. Joy has been with me for, I think June will be 2 years. And when she started with me, Joy had about 6,000 followers. And so we do a mix of reels with trending audios, reels with original audios, static post, and carousels, of course. And we do those. We blend those into her strategy, and we cover all her pillars, cover all her things. The best time of day, it depends on your niche, because for Joy, hers does really good in the morning. For my other client, Sharon, hers does really good in the evening. And so there is no perfect time. There is, let me test out this week and see what times are doing well for me based on how I post. So if you do not have a consistency over 30 days, there's no way I can tell you what's the best time for you to post. And so if you've been consistent over 30 days, hey y'all, that was in the Reels Challenge, great. Go and look and see what times you posted, how it performed. All of that data in your analytics is really good. But if you've never been consistent for 30 days at a time, you're not going to have that. And consistency does not mean posting every day. I'd love it if y'all do. But I do mean you're posting at least 4 times a week. 3 to 4 times a week is the minimum to be able to see, is this working for me or not? I will tell you, Wednesday is still Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those 3 days compacted together, still the very best days to post. And it's because y'all know on Friday and Saturday are the absolute worst days to post. Friday being the worst. If I post on Friday, it is Friday morning before 11, maybe 11:30. That is it. After that time, people are checked out from work. Y'all know how we are on Friday. We're burned out. We're over it. Saturday, I might wake up Saturday morning and scroll so I can get something in Saturday morning. Or if I'm doing something fun, I might weave that into Saturday night. So for like one of my clients, we do date night posts for her on Saturdays. They may be old. She may not actually be on the date that night, but they do well because people are like, oh yeah, it is date night. They like to see what she wore for date night. And so I would just tell you, those are just like in general, but you really do have to find your audience. Sometimes Sunday morning is beautiful for one of my clients. For the other one, all of her people are in church on Sunday morning. So we do Sunday evenings for her content, and those work really good. So I think it just depends there. And then, at 3 to 4 times per week is minimum. Ideal for growth is posting daily. It's if you really want to see traction over a time period. The same way with, when we're doing weight loss or trying to do something to get our bodies back in order, you really do need to be consistent and be showing up. Erica, let me know what you need a tutorial. I know I said I would do a tutorial, but then I forgot what I said I would do it for. Marcy said, oh, my favorite platform. Publer helps her figure out what's when's better, but you got to be consistent on Publer. It will tell you the same thing. Yep. I promise you, you have to be consistent or it's not going to tell you. I will tell y'all, I think I may have a link for y'all to be able to try it. Publer is, and I'm going to hop in there in just a second. Publer is what I use to plan out content. And it makes life so much easier for me to be able to see, the analytics and all of those different things that go inside of it. But even better than that is kind of like putting the calendar together and being able to schedule out, what's to come. Like one of my clients, we do her content every 3 months. That's not ideal for most people. It works for her. But we plan all her content out every 3 months, so it's done. It's Publer. Let me share y'all. Hold on 1 second, and I'll share y'all a link so y'all can see it. This should get you a free try. You can start for free, but if you want to try anything, I think it's like $12 a month. So that's oh, it won't let me. Oh, sorry. It was trying to send it to one person. All right, there it is. I know you keep saying Puller, Marcy. It's Publer though. It's Publer, Publer. And so I just dropped the link for it there, and I'll hop over here and show you guys some insights into that as well in a minute. But it will tell you, and also my favorite thing there is, we're going to talk about it tonight, is repurposing is good too. All right, the other question before we keep going on, because y'all know I'm going to have to turn off the chat because I'll keep going, is will going live grow your audience? No, it will not. And I want to clarify there because it can, but going live itself, you're going live to your audience. So new people, unless your audience is saying, let me send this to people, which is very rude, y'all. One of the things I cannot stand is when somebody send me somebody else's live. If I wanted to join their live, I would be there. Unless it's just like very good and they're like, hey girl, she's talking about something I think you need to know about. But in general, going live does not help you grow your audience. Posting the replay maybe helps you grow your audience. The only thing that really going live helps you grow your audience do is if you take that live and then chop it up into small clips and then you post those as reels, which is what one of my clients does do. And it helps her tremendously to be able to grow and to be able to actually see her account growing. InstaSave, you're wondering if you're not doing it correctly. I know you just need to copy. So real quick, I'll show y'all just an example of it really quickly. Y'all, I cannot tell y'all enough. I like doing almost everything I can on the computer. I know we are phone first and all these things, gadgets, but if you really want to focus and get a lot done quicker, sit down at your computer, sit down at your laptop, because you are going to be more productive and more successful there than you are trying to work from your phone. Okay. So let me share my screen and I will show y'all this really quickly and then we'll dive back in. All right. So this is Joy. Let's just say this reel, I want to repost it next month. So when I'm on the computer, on your phone, you're going to need to click the little arrow and it's going to tell you to copy the link. But on your computer, you can just copy the link in the bar. Then you go to Insta. There are going to be ads unless you want to pay for it, which I do not. Y'all know I like to be very conservative with my coins. You are going to paste the URL there and then you can hit download. So then once you hit download, another ad's going to pop up, but then you're just going to download it. Now, again, on your computer, this is just going to your download, wherever your downloads go. If you are on your phone, it's going to ask you to save it to files or save it to a shared album. You're going to need to save it somewhere. It most of the time will not automatically save to your photo camera roll. And so that's what I think trips a lot of people up from saving stuff on their phone, is because they don't know where their files are or they don't know how to create a shared album. Shared albums are my favorites. So you can create a shared album and that will also allow you to go in and utilize that. Okay. So that is, that's how you use InstaSave. I would, like I said, fully recommend that you do it on your computer. It's going to be a lot easier. Yeah, if you use your phone, if you have a Yeah, I can't tell y'all nothing about an Android. No picking. I just don't have one, so I can't tell you about it. But if you have an iPhone, it is going to go to, you can save it to your files or you can save it to a shared album. Again, I don't know on the others. Okay. All right. I did want to show y'all, oh, Marcy said, why a shared album? So that's the option that it gives you when you're saving it to your phone. It gives you save to files or saved. A lot of times it doesn't let you save it directly to your camera folder. And so you have to save it to a shared album. Don't ask me why. I don't know. That's just the options that it's given me. Yeah, great question. So one of the things came up, and we were talking about planning out content and about weaving in different things. And one of the biggest things that you can do, and I know a lot of times y'all be like, these quotes don't do nothing. I don't have time to scroll back on her page, but when we started doing this with Joy, her quotes didn't do anything either. Like, it's all about growing the audience and then being able to look for stuff. And so we do a mix of reels that use trending audio. She does a lot of faith-based stuff, so we've, try to find audios that fit that. Y'all, go if you know an account is going to post sounds that you like, go to that page frequently to see if they have a new sound. Maverick City Music got a new sound every week, I promise you. But if you know there's certain sounds that you like, there are even like these piano guys who have sounds every week. Just find the ones that are fitting for you that you like. You can also look at trending on Instagram, but most of the trending list is horrible. It's usually 40, 50,000 by the time it's on that list. So I like to still go and find my audios. I will start, for those of you that are in the society, we will have audios coming back on Mondays with different ideas. And so that'll start dropping tomorrow. We went away from it because all y'all were posting was trending audios and I had to stretch y'all out of that. And so now people are back, and I want y'all to be able to weave both of them in. And so just kind of see that here. We do, normally it's every 3. We had a little hiccup with her content while she was in Dubai, but we even do quotes on top of photos. So don't think that it has to be a quote. If you have some good photos that you've taken and you're like, I posted this photo before, but it's still good, which most of y'all probably have, put a quote on top of it. Which font is that? This font right here on this post is her branded font. I think it's Future, Futura. I think that is the font for this. I'll have to check in her Canva file in a minute, but this is her brand font. That's here. It's similar. Oh no, these are all in her brand font. But I want y'all to see how, and you can't see shares on a computer. But I want y'all to see how the likes. So if there's likes, there's also shares. But one of the posts, it's almost at 1 million, y'all. This is why I tell y'all just gotta post it. This post is almost at 1 million, 100,000 likes. It is well over 1 million views. I think it was at like 1.4 million the last time I checked. This post alone led to 1,874 new followers. So I tell y'all that you have to be consistent with it. Joy posts every day. That's the plan she has with me. So there's a post going out every day for Joy. Now, can you do that? Maybe it's not realistic for you, but can you post 4 to 5 times a week? Absolutely, you can. And so you just have to get consistent with it. And so obviously not all of them are going to do that, but I love how we're able to weave in her talking direct to the camera. We still have a hook. What y'all will see pop up is there's still captions. So if you are talking to camera, you need to have captions on your videos. And we weave that in with mixing, prayers. Carousels do really well for her also. And so it might be just a 2-slide carousel. Instead of just doing a single quote, we might do it, like I said, we have the hook here, and then we have the prayer here. It can be that simple. Sometimes we make a carousel's got to be, 10 slides long. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be at all. Depending on what your business is, you might hook them with words and say, if you're struggling with designing your home office And the next slide might show an example of a home office. There might be different images that you've created. So you just need to think through, what am I hooking them in with? Okay. So that's her strategy. Like I said, we mix in her speaking, we mix in trending audios and topics, and we mix in of course these quotes and carousels. We have one carousel. I'm trying to see if I can, like, I mean, it's just, y'all would be surprised at how honestly her quotes and stuff are actually bringing in more people than sometimes her reels do. Oh, this one, this is it. This was just a simple carousel with a verse and a prayer. Of course, faith-based, so very, very different. And so you want to make sure that you're thinking through, what is it something my audience would like? So this is a great, it's actually came as a sidebar question, but we were going to get into it tonight. So this is great timing. I see your comment. Look, the cup and everything match. Joy is what she can be. She's matchy. All right. So I have this question come up a lot. And y'all know I'm not one to gatekeep whatsoever. Y'all, please think about your audience. You can either do some searches, but just think about things that you think of throughout the day that are related to who you are, your audience, etc. What I like to do is I'd like to come up with 10 quotes or sayings that either are things that I say or things that my clients say. The way that I utilize things that they say or things that they talk about is we have a 30-minute session once a month. And in this session, I ask them a few questions about their life, especially my lifestyle influencers, like, hey, if you could describe your life right now in, 2 words, what would it be? Like, we have little questions. And then I take them, their talking, their style, and I hop right into my favorite little buddy, ChatGPT. And I say, based on, this conversation, because, all of our conversations, we got the full transcript. Say, based on this conversation, give me, 30 to 40 powerful sayings that are, related to XYZ, what XYZ said. That has been such a game changer. Now, this is the thing that a lot of people miss. They know how to bulk create. If you don't know how to bulk create, I'm going to show you that really quickly. But you bulk create the saying, the quote, you bulk create that, but you forget about bulk creating the caption to go with it. That's what's going to save you time. That's what's going to make your life better, is that you bulk create the content and you bulk create the caption to go with it. So let me show y'all really quickly. I'm going to go into my Society for Black Girls content and show y'all what I mean. So in ChatGPT, I had already made like 4 or 5 at the time. And so I dropped those into there and I asked for ChatGPT to give me, how many? It asked for 60 inspirational saying. It's probably easy if I share it, and then I'll show y'all what I downloaded. All right, share screen. All right. Give me 60 inspirational sayings for Black women in the month of May and June. The focus will be on share-worthy content. See some examples attached. I had some examples of what I already done that have performed well for others to give me some relatable type of post ideas. So here are 60 inspirational, funny, and share-worthy sayings for Black women to post through May, June. All right, cool. So all of these were here. There were 20 for May, and I think another 20 for June. And then they just gave me some additional. So there was 50 of theirs, and then some focused on faith. So then it asks y'all this, y'all. If y'all are not using Chat, well, I have the paid version, so maybe it doesn't ask you. Would you like me to drop these into a CSV so you can bulk upload them for Canva batching? Yes, please. Y'all know I'm always polite to the AI, because I don't need no problems. So then they give me the CSV. Now, I don't think I did it here. I didn't. But what you should do after this part is say, Where did I do it at? I think we did it with Joyce. Joy gives me quotes too sometimes. So let me see if I have it here. Okay. So once I asked them for the CSV file, I said, can you write a caption for each quote in Joy's tone with 100 to 250 words? So then it gave me this blank template, and I think I had to go back, and I think I had to say, write them row by row, write them all. So we had to go back and forth with this, but I did wind up getting the file. And so I'll show you guys that. So basically what I'm trying to do is, if I already got the quote, I want the caption to go with it. And so let me show y'all in Publer what that looks like. Let me go to Joyce. All right, so in Publer, this is the platform we were just talking about. I am going to go to feed list view, and instead of scheduled, I am going to go to drafts. So in drafts, all of those, and these might not, I may still have to go in and tweak them, y'all. Like, it's not gonna give you 100%. Y'all got to understand that. But if it gives me a pretty good caption I can start with, baby, I'm working with you, cooking with grease. You got something to work with. So these are here and they're all ready. Like these posts, and y'all know we go back and forth between white and black on her page. We like to do some dynamic. And so these are all ready to be just going and do a little tweaking. I'll show y'all how I add hashtags. I do them as either signatures or follow-up comments. So sometimes that you might not see the hashtags, or sometimes in the first comment. But all of these posts, these are drafts. These are ready for like July because her content's scheduled for June. So these are all just drafts that are just sitting here waiting to go out, okay? They're just waiting to go out. Now, I think y'all wanted to see how we upload them into Canva. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. I know I'm down to 9 minutes. And so what I do to create them, hold on, I'm gonna come to y'all's questions. Y'all just, hopefully I'm gonna answer them here. But what I do to create them, we have templates that we utilize for her content for Joy. And so I'm going to use the Society for Black Girls first, just because it's a very smoother template. Like it's as plain as you can get. And I like plain because I don't like to have to do a whole lot of work. Especially, like I said, with this. So let me find the bulk. Okay, cool. All right, so let me go back so I can show y'all. All right, so this right here, see if I can get it to pull up. This right here is the template for the Society for Black Girls quotes. So that's my new page. That's just for the society. That's all it's about. So most of the quotes are around this size. Some of them may be a little larger. So because some of them may be a little larger, I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Y'all will see why in a minute. This piece, this is where I want content to go. This is the space. So what you're going to do is over here in Canva, you go to apps, and there is a bulk create. You're going to select that. Now, what it's going to ask you is, do you want to upload from Sheets? You could if you're utilizing Canva Sheets already. I'm not. You can also enter it manually. Don't nobody want to do that. That's the whole point of bulk creating. But upload data, this is that file that we just downloaded from ChatGPT. So the CSV file, this is that. So I'm going to go pull the one that I already had from the society, and we're going to pop those in here so y'all can see how it works if I can find it, because y'all know I have 1,000,001 files. Let me search for it real quick. All right, these are all my CSV files. I know I didn't delete them. Okay, maybe I did. Hold on, let me download it real quick from nope, Society for Black Girls. Let me download it real quick. Is this it? Nope. Maybe this is it. It's somewhere in here, y'all. We were just, oh, there it is. Sorry. All right, so download the CSV file. Oh, that's the one that wasn't downloaded. Let me go back up. Download CSV file. Maybe it's because it's old. Why is it not? Let me see if it'll let me download the last one. All right, none of them are downloading, y'all. So hold on, let me just find a file and I'm gonna put it in here. I'm just gonna upload something that's old, an old .csv file. Let's see what we got. Inspirational saying. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so it's gonna pop up here, no data fields added. You're gonna click on the piece that you want it on. This is the piece that you want changing every page. You go to connect data, and then you're gonna select quote. So now when you do that, you're gonna hit continue. It's gonna ask you, do you want all of these that you downloaded? And you're gonna, if there's some that you're like, oh, I already created that, no, I don't need that one. You're gonna say generate 59 designs. Now, what it is going to do is it's gonna generate. You're gonna have to hit view in folder. And then that folder is gonna take you to your designs and it'll say bulk 1 or bulk whatever. You might have multiples. And so now every quote that was in that file is now here. Now, am I gonna have to tweak this? Yes, because obviously, see, like this one, it don't fit. So I'm gonna tweak it. But baby, they're all here. They're all ready. They're, I don't do anything. I'm just doing my simple tweaks. I'm always gonna look and be like, I don't want one word on there. Let me move this here. Okay, that looks better. Like, I'm all about visuals. Y'all can tell you shouldn't have just one word on that last line. So now all of these are here. If you have Publer, and Marcy, I don't know if you know this, if you have Publer, you don't even have to download them anymore. You're gonna go over here to apps, and I have them saved, but you're gonna click on your apps. Hold on, there's two, because Publer did a new one. All right, so then obviously these are me and my clients. Let's just say I was posting them for Society for Black Girls. All I'm gonna do, see, these are already here. I'm gonna say export to, I'm not gonna finish this because I don't need duplicates, but I would say export to Publer, and it's gonna ask me, do I want all 59 of these in my Publer? So if you have been downloading and then re-uploading, if you utilize Publer, you don't have to do that anymore. You just export them, hit boom, then you go over to Publer, go to your page, whatever page you exported to, and they will be in media. So in your media, you just hop over in here. And so if it was uploading them, they'd just be uploading into here. Now, once you have them uploaded into here and you start utilizing them, you're going to be like, oh, did I use that already? I just filter and say, what have I not used? Unused. And now I know, okay, these are the ones I can work with. So if batch creating, I know you can be like, well, that becomes heavy. You can absolutely go through and have these separated. What did I use? What have I not used? If you have other different types of media, I don't have any videos in here. All my videos are on my phone right now because, it's a new page. But you would just be able to utilize that here, okay? And that is such a beautiful thing. And then let's just say, let me go get out of drafts. Let me go to all posts. Let me go to monthly view. Let's just say last month, and it's not because we didn't start till last month, but let's just say this post went viral last month. This, if it costs you your piece, it's expensive. All I'm going to do is come down here and reuse. And I'm going to reuse that same post and the same caption and post it further. That is my favorite thing to do. So if you are struggling with being able to put out content that you've already put out, you want to reuse it. I mean, to the point, if I go to Joy's, this works for those, and Publer will repost it for you without having to go download it. So let's just say, for instance, I'm in Joy's and I go back to, let's go back to July 2024. And I said, oh, well, this video, I couldn't repost it because it's wrong. But this video I know popped off last year. Well, I want to reuse it. I can just hit reuse. It pulls the video without watermarks already. So that's my favorite thing about Publer is the reuse feature because it's going to make your life easier once you're utilizing it. All right. I done said a whole lot very quickly. Let me go to the chat real quick and see. Okay. Sorry. There was lots of questions. Yeah, I love ChatGPT is my friend. I love Claude too. Let me clarify. Claude is really good. I am actually tempted to Claude because it's really good. I just have such a relationship already with ChatGPT. We talk in the car on the ride home from the gym. We are established. So that's why I have not swapped over to Claude. All right, the question came up. When you're designing carousels in Canva, what size do you usually keep your text so it's readable and still looks good? This varies. That's a very great question. I'm going to say it's Tamara, but it might be Tamara. It's Tamara. I love when I get a name right. Anyways, so it varies. And so when I am the first page, what I always think through is the first page of a carousel. It needs to be big enough to be seen on the Explore page. And the Explore page, those boxes are super small. So I always want a really big cover page. And then after that, the swipe through pages, they may be smaller. I'm always thinking through like, hold my phone back. Who is my target audience? If they got to put their readers on to read it, it's too small. So you really want to make sure like it's big enough. Okay. Sorry, let me tell my husband, it's time for meds. For those who don't know, my son just had surgery, and so he's on a schedule, and my alarm just went off. Sorry, y'all. All right, so that's the way I think about it is I want to make sure it's readable. I'll go through a carousel, Tamara, in just a minute, okay? So was the template made in Canva first, then taken over to Publer? Yes, LaToya, that's exactly right. We make everything in Canva, and then we upload it into Publer. Do you suggest putting hashtags in the caption or comments? Both. On Reels, I always put them in the caption. On static posts, I may put them in the comment. It just depends. I go back and forth with it. I know people like the pretty aesthetic of putting them in the first comment, but I'm always going to bury them. I know people that will bury them deep in like they comment and then they that comment. Don't do all that. They're not working then. You need them either in the caption or the first comment. You mentioned ManyChat earlier. How effective is using ManyChat to grow your audience as well as for conversions? Is it worth the time to set? If you have $15 a month, it is absolutely worth the time to set it up. Make sure that once you start growing, you delete people so it don't go over $15 a month because I'm not trying to pay them money for that. But ManyChats is such a valuable tool. We have a training on ManyChats in the society that's a little bit more in depth. But basically what I will tell you is if you plan to sell consistently or if you plan to do affiliate, I have a client right now and I've been pushing her. And today she did 60 outfit try-ons for me today. Anyway, she's going to do affiliate with Amazon and Zara. And so I told her, I was like, buy all these Amazon dresses. People are on a budget right now. They're not going Saks and where the places she shops. I said, if you want to make money with affiliates, you've got to go where your audience is and what they're buying. And so we're going to be utilizing ManyChat. We've done it all week. We did a Amazon 2-piece set. I think we had over 257 comments, and that was the post from Friday. We've done a couple other things, but it works really well. For me, obviously, when I'm promoting something, I can just give you guys a word. You can comment it, and it's easier. I don't have to go through and make sure, it's stuff sending, okay? All right. Oh, yeah, Tiffany, Bulk Create is my friend. I may need to get the paid version of ChatGPT to get these CSV files. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that is the case. It's been given a little error. They did an upgrade over the weekend, and so that may be why. Thanks for the Bulk Create reminder. Bulk Create is your friend. Is it okay to post twice a day? Maisha, absolutely. And especially if you're in a groove and something pops up and you want to post twice a day. I schedule right now on the Society for Black Girls page, minimum 2. My goal is 3 posts a day. But obviously I want this page to grow. And so, excuse me, y'all, because of that, that means I'm going to have to post more. So if you can post more than once a day, go for it. Go for it. All right, so I see that I wowed Marcy and Lisa and Keisha. Okay, oh yes, all of those. The upload from Canva save. Do y'all know how many files I had saved on my computer? Because I don't do this just for me, I do this for my clients too. So I had so many files that I had downloaded from Canva and then re-uploaded to Publer. They won't do that no more. We won't do that no more. Glad y'all now know about Bulk Create. I had no idea you could do that in Publer. Yes, it is just one of my favorites. So glad. So reuse means no insta save needed. Absolutely. That's a great question, Marcy. Let me clarify something too, though. This is for, I think a lot of people mentioned the reuse feature. So if for some reason you have, what's the word I'm trying to say? You have used a trending audio. This is very key, so please listen. Let me give y'all an example because I want to walk through this. Let me share my screen and I'm gonna come back to y'all's questions if I haven't answered your question yet. Don't worry. I just like to answer them one by one. All right, so I'm in Publer. This is a reel that Joy posted last summer. I'm going to hit reuse. Now I know that it was with trending audio. I can tell you. Let me play it. You'll hear it. Hopefully. Obviously my computer won't run, so let me give it a second. If it don't play, we'll keep going. But I know it was with trending audio. I know for a fact, I remember posting it. It's trending audio. She's not talking in this video. So I'm not gonna keep trying to play it. But anyways, what I can do now is say, I wanna pair this with new trending audio. I do not want this to go up with that old audio. It's just not gonna do what I want it to do. So what I would do instead is I would select her Instagram. I would select Reel. And instead of post automatically, I would hit get a reminder because you guys know you cannot connect the trending audio unless you go into Meta Business Suite, which is very clunky and I just do not like it. You cannot schedule a reel with trending audio. So I'm going to hit get a reminder. That is why during the day, especially from about 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, my business phone is in my hand. I get an alert that's from Publer that says post whatever for Joy. This is what it says. The caption's there. It downloads. It's very quick, y'all. It's not a long process. And then I just upload it into Instagram, pick any random trending audio and post it. Because this is one that can go with anything. It's not a, like actual trend of words or something. And so that is what I do when I'm reusing content. And that is paired with the old trending audio. So just want to make sure that you guys see that. Chandria, is your question about this or do I need to go back to the chat? I just want to remember before I go on.
Sorry. Yes, it's about this. Maybe I'm missing a step. When you said you get a reminder, it sends you a reminder and then you're able to post the music. How?
Then you're able to put it into Instagram. So what it does when you hit get a reminder, it sends you a notification to your phone. So you do have to turn on notifications for the app. And then it downloads, it copies the caption, downloads the video, and then you put it into Instagram and pair it with a new trending audio.
Oh, so you're in the Publer app.
Yes, there's an app.
Oh, that's the part I missed. Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So that get reminder is very important. Like I said, I use this most of the time, like I said, with her content, especially unless it's a speaking video. So like, let me go out of this and go to calendar, go to today. I think she still has to go in and approve the first week of June, but maybe it'll pop up. Oh, I got to select the accounts over here. Let's reload it just so it's, I've been in it a lot today. All right, so so this one right here, this is her speaking. She's speaking to the camera. How do I handle tough seasons? Boom.
Season
So we've already put captions.
that you're in.
See, I got a little background music. This is ready. I don't have to touch this. This don't automatically post tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. This one is to, all of her quotes are scheduled. She hasn't approved it yet, but this one needs to be on get a reminder. So I'm glad I saw that. Get a reminder. I don't want it to post automatically. So I'm just going to hit save. Boom. You'll see that here. Get a reminder. So the words on the videos, and this is how I communicate with my clients too, is she wants to do more travel content. So I was like, okay, 5 things I keep in my care. So let me give y'all my little shorthand, because y'all probably like, what does that mean? WOV for me means words on video. So when I go to post this in Instagram, I'm gonna copy this. 5 things I keep in my carry-on every time I travel. Joy, give me 5 things. That's me telling Joy, I need your 5 things. And then I go ahead and put, these are non-negotiable. Go ahead and put the hashtags, all of that's there. Let me just hit cancel because I don't need to say that. Okay. All of that is there. And when I get a reminder, that's what it's there for. Okay. Does that make sense? I'm going to hop over to chat real quick and see what questions based on that. Okay. I just learned something. Oh, yeah. Y'all, Bulk Create is going to be your friend. We talked about this in a camp training last year when it came out. So I have a full, deeper training on it if you want to go and watch that. And it is in the society. So Nicole, I'm glad you asked. I did drop the link to it. You can get 14 days free if you're not in. I would love, love, love to have you. But let me see. Goals. What's the Zara affiliate? Okay, great question about Zara. Zara is now in LTK. So you have to go and apply to be a Zara ambassador and then connect it to your LTK. So you have to have LTK to be a Zara affiliate, but it's pretty quick to get that done. And y'all, affiliates right now, I don't even post affiliates on my Instagram. I post my affiliates on my personal Facebook page because that's where my friends that are gonna shop. I done sold these kids. Tiffany, you might have got a link from me today for my baby's dress. If I buy something, especially like at Walmart or something like that, I am using Mavely. I know a lot of y'all probably don't, you don't have like a big following yet. Let me clarify the word yet. And so Mavely, you don't have to have a following to use affiliates. And so that's why I like them. I'm going to share that really quickly, a link to that if y'all need it. But affiliate links that's why I like ManyChats. ManyChats and affiliate links go hand in hand. There is a creator, and for those of you who do not know, I was at Mom 2.0 Summit, and there is a creator, I'm gonna say her name wrong, it's something Jessica. She makes about $300,000 a year from affiliate links. And she was very open and honest with us about how she does it. And that's why when I came back from Mom 2.0, I said, oh no, we not playing about affiliates. I say only, she does have a big following. She has 176,000. She just wrote a book, so hers have been most about that. But she does these dresses. You find the perfect dress, and she just sells them comment dress. Y'all, she do a dress almost every day. And so she was very open and honest with us. Of course, she does a lot of Target. I know I don't shop a lot of Target, but she does a lot of other things too. And she makes a lot of money from affiliate links, and she utilizes ManyChat to do that. She does do a lot of these carousel posts too. We're going to talk about that really quickly. If you have photos, use the same photo and just do a carousel. It works well. You don't have to be out here creating and trying to rewrite the book. You can utilize that. So I know I switched gears because she got me talking about Zara. Sorry, but she does a really good job. And her page is Jessica N. Turner if you just want to look at it. But when I tell y'all, she makes a killing just on affiliates. And she will look and see who has the best payout. So like Mavely, the weekend, when I pushed something, it was 17.5%. Anyways, we'll talk about affiliates later. Tiffany said, when you create your content for the week, do you record the reel if it's talking head and or carousels during that time? Yes. So during that hour, so like right now, I will do my makeup. My hair is decent. I'm up here with the light. I will pop, obviously I'm trying not to block my light, but I will pop and just talk to camera, have that ready. I will probably put it in drafts to add captions if I'm not ready. But a lot of times, so like when I come up June 13th to shoot content, I'll probably shoot anywhere from 50 to 80 videos in one day. My makeup is done, my hair is done, I look cute. I'm trying to get it all knocked out. And so usually during my content hour, I'm doing the let me edit, let me, put the captions on, let me add the hook. That's usually what I'm doing in my content hour. I'm usually not doing a lot of shooting during the content hour. If there's something like, you guys have seen my here's the Instagram news. A lot of times I'm just recording that first little clip, and then the rest of it is voiceover over screenshots, if y'all haven't noticed that lately, because I don't have time to be out here recording all the content all week, especially with my kids home now. But yes, during that hour, I'm making sure everything is ready. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. Thank you, Lisa. You're the best. And you edit these in CapCut. Yes, everything that I create, sometimes I will edit in Instagram, but if I am posting it directly, it's editing in CapCut. And so basically what I'm saying is I love CapCut on my computer. I prefer it on my computer or my iPad, and I will edit the reel. I will add the little soft, audio in the background like y'all saw for Joy. And then I will pop them into Publer for later. Lisa said, when you say it downloads the video and caption, where do we find both of those? So you need to go, great question. It's probably easier if I share you. It's probably easier if I share you. So let me go into Publer real quick. So your and your video, click on this change date, and then you're going to go back to whatever, if you had something pop off last December, go to December, save, and then look for it wherever the post is. So let's just say it's this one, looking over Thanksgiving. It wouldn't be this one, but let's just say it's this one. This was about a Thanksgiving post. It was cute that day, but I wouldn't reuse it today. Obviously it's not Thanksgiving, but if I hit reuse, it just automatically comes up here. So the video is here automatically. I don't know if it's taking a minute to play. I think it's just because I'm on live with y'all, but if I wasn't, it would play. But the video, and you're gonna select Instagram. You could select Facebook too if you wanted to, but let's just say you select Instagram, the caption is there, the video is there, and then you hit get a reminder. Does that help, Lisa? Let me make sure I see her response. Helpful. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna talk to y'all about affiliate marketing. When I tell y'all, I didn't realize that people were still making so much money from it. But if y'all think about it, when somebody posts something that you want, you go and buy it if you can, if it's in your budget. And so why would we not be utilizing affiliates? What about the trending audio? So if it was trending audio, you'd hit get a reminder, and that's where you would get the reminder to your phone, and you would pair it with a new audio. So you take the same video, same words, same caption, and you would just find a new audio to pair it with when it gives you the alert. Good? Does that make sense? Most of them are probably going to be trending audio ones, just, usually. All right, let me get back into, let me know, Leah, but I'm going to get back into the questions and go. It is Q&A time. I can stay later today, y'all, so I apologize. I hope this has been good, first off, because y'all are still here, but I want to make sure I cover as much as I can in the time that I can. Don't worry, we got a phase in June where I'm going to go really deep with y'all. Thank you. Okay. LTK approval, anything. There is a workaround, Latoya. Send me a message on Instagram. Now, when I tell y'all this, I'm not telling y'all this because I want y'all to feel like y'all are bothering me. I will forget. Please send me a message on Instagram. And if you don't see, if for some reason, you don't get a response within a day, either email me, because most of y'all that are here had my email. The reason why sometimes y'all's messages, I have 6 bars for messages. There is a hidden, a request, a hidden, a super hidden. And so sometimes it'll be real people and it'll go all the way to hidden and I don't see it. So please, y'all, if I haven't responded to a DM you see, it's because it went to hidden and I haven't seen it. So but please ask me about the LTK workaround. I'm trying to remember it, but there is a workaround if you haven't been approved. Okay. Yeah, Tiffany, that dress was so cute on my baby. But Mavely was at Mom 2.0. So I met the people over it. A lot of Black women, just saying, they're amazing. And so they approve and they do partnerships. So let's just say you start posting about Walmart or Home Depot, or they have thousands of brands in there. You start posting about, they even got Shein in there. I think that's how you say it. So you start posting about those brands. They are a connector between partnerships. So even I know someone who's a creator who has like 8,000 followers. She's not at the 10K mark, but she got a brand partnership with Home Depot because she had been posting about, a project she was working on, and she had been using her Mavely affiliate link to post it. And they were like, she does a great job. I don't care that she doesn't have 10K. I still want to hire her. So that's why I say affiliate links can really help you. Latoya, that's a great question. You don't have to buy the items, but it's going to work out better for you if you do. Let me clarify though. Miss Sharon, clients, and we talked through this. She bought like if she had a top she wanted, she bought it in every color to do a on in every color. Now she probably gonna keep one of them and the rest of them back. If y'all see these creators who do like this dress in 10 colors, nobody need no dress in 10 colors, but they're trying it on to show the color options, and then they may pick a favorite and send it back, or they may send all of it back. Alicia, yeah, that's really good. Really good. Can I ask? Yeah, Lisa, sorry, I didn't see your hand raise. Please, 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 please. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? All right, I see your profile now. You don't have to raise your hand. All right, there you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, so you were saying that when you have a video that you use trending audio on, that you can have that video that's in your media file and you can put the reminder. I thought you said that you could download that video from Publer and use that with it'll download with the video and the caption, and then you can upload it to Instagram. Did I misunderstand you?
Yes.
Okay, so when you download it, the video, that's going to go into your camera roll.
Hold on, you started cutting out. I heard when you download it, and then I didn't hear the rest.
Okay, sorry. When you download the video, it's going to go into your camera roll, correct?
It's cutting out, but it's going to go into your photos, your camera roll.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened to the audio, but
You're good. I can hear you.
And then what about the caption? Do I just copy that?
When you hit open Instagram, it automatically copies the text.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
It should tell you that. Like, hold on, y'all.
I've tried it before.
Hold on, let's y'all, for those of you who have never done trainings with me and that you're new to this, if I can show you something and it don't take me like a long time to show you, I'm gonna show you. So let's go look real quick. I am gonna present from my phone because it's easier for me to show you the app that way. So give me just a minute. Let me hit allow, and I will show Lisa really quickly how to do this. All right, y'all let me know. Allow. Y'all let me know if y'all can see my phone. Everybody good? Y'all can see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's, I'm trying to think of a client that I can post right now from. Let's just go into mine. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna hit reuse. I'm gonna hit put it on Instagram. I'm gonna hit get a reminder, and it's probably gonna give me like an option for 5 minutes from now, because you can't schedule something immediately. So let's just say I hit next, and I'm gonna hit schedule it for 8:58. Oh, that's not the right time. Oh, it is. Why is my phone showing the wrong time? Anyways, I don't know why my phone is showing the wrong time. Okay, so I scheduled it. So I'm gonna get a notification in a minute, but I can also, let's just say you are thinking about it, because y'all know how we do, be like, oh, why that post thing? And you're like 5 minutes early. You can go to view the post and it'll say scheduled for 8:58. You can hit the 3 dots in the top corner and just hit post now. It's going to come up and see at the top, it says text will be copied to your clipboard and media will be downloaded to your phone. Ensure you're logged into the right account. Now, if you got multiple accounts like I do, that is definitely important to ensure you're logged into the right account. So I'm going to hit open in Instagram and it's going to prepare. See, it says the text has been copied. Let me just put allow full access. Whatever. I think I have access. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back and hit open in Instagram. All right, cool. Hey, y'all. All right, so let me go to the society. So then here, I would hit the plus sign and the video is already downloaded. It's right there. So I'm gonna hit next. So that's the sound, the trending audio that was paired with it before. If you notice up top, it says suggested audio because that's the audio that was paired with it before, but I'm gonna put it with something new. So let's go to She Blessed. All right, cool. All right, cool. So that's the audio I chose. The words are fine. I'm gonna hit next. When I go to add caption, I'm gonna press and it's gonna say, you know how you press it again, and I'm just gonna put paste. That whole caption is there. All right, does that make sense, Lisa? Did she unmute? Where you at, Lisa? Where you at? I see you.
Yes, I have never known that worked like that.
Oh, yeah. That's up to 10 clients now. That's how I'm able to manage it because, you know, I'm getting the notifications. They're done. They're scheduled out. They're done. I don't have like, that's my work day, obviously, but I want people's content to be done a month in advance. And that's how I do that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. See, y'all, I want you, if it don't make sense and you don't ask me again, I can't clarify it. But if you ask again, like, I love that. Y'all, please ask. Like, that's what I want y'all to be able to get. Shanquelle, I'm going to get you to come off mute because I need clarity. I thought posts are only shown to your followers. Non-followers see them too. That's the whole point. But to be clear, it shows to your followers, but the point of post, the only thing that only shows to your followers is stories. Sometimes a non-follower might see it, but it's rare. But your post and your reels, the goal, that's how accounts grow, is because they push them to non-followers. And remember, the algorithm is going to see if your followers like the content, and then they will push them out. We'll do. Okay. Awesome, sister. I've never heard of Public. Yeah, it's so good, y'all. It's really good. I've applied to Amazon as well, but couldn't get approved. I think I would rather do LTK. Amazon is my friend though. And there's a workaround for Amazon too, Tiffany. So send me a message, but I make most of my off of Amazon because I promote obviously like most of my tech gear and stuff. So maybe it's better than LTK. Yes. In my opinion, for one, you don't have to get approved for Mavely. I don't care if you have 5 followers. You can go and get on Mavely and create your account and boom, you're making money next week. Like I literally have already made $30 and I'm not, you probably, Maisha's my friend on Facebook. So she's probably seen it. Maisha, Tiffany, people are. I have just been posting my links on Facebook. I ain't even been posting my link there. But I did go in, I forgot I needed to link my accounts. Where is it at? So I can show y'all. All right. I have made like $20 off of, and I've linked something yesterday. I may not post about it, but let me share. Y'all know I don't gatekeep nothing. This right here, this little short, I wasn't even gonna post about this short. So I've already made like $9 off of that, $16 off of that. This one will probably wind up, I just posted about it today. So it's just, and the clicks take a while to come in. But if you're posting in your story something already, you can just post the link here. Now, all of mine are Walmart, but I'll show y'all the brands. Like there's tons of brands on here that you can search for. Be like, oh yeah, I buy stuff from Academy all the time. Or Adidas, like there's tons of brands on here that you can search for and just see if it's something that you might be able to promote. So, like I said, there's things on here that ain't even clothes, like ancestry.com and stuff like that. So just look if you yeah, it's, and like I said, the worst thing that happens is, you know, you get on here and you make $20 like me. I'm gonna do better and I'm gonna promote it better. But like even so, I have a upcoming partnership in July with AT&T, but I was gonna test it out this month to see if I could promote like, oh, we just swapped to fiber internet. This has been for those of you who used to be on my lives. I used to be going in and out, but your girl got fiber now. And so like I was gonna promote that just to fit if I got any affiliate links, if it worked for that. And then also. So again, for me personally, I like that I can just see it. It's not a hard platform and it's on your phone. The app is even easier to use than the actual website. So yes, I like Mavely because you don't got to worry about signing up. Yeah, did you see my link that I dropped, Jackie? I can drop it again, but it's Mavely. Lord, that sounded, I said it like that and I was like, that probably didn't help. Mavely. So I'm gonna drop the link again, Jackie, just in case you do not see it. But they have an app too. And it's Mavely. This is an incredible thing. Look, I'm happy about my little $20, and I didn't do nothing but post about it to my Facebook friends. Like I said, I didn't use my platform for one because I'm like, do y'all want to see these? Some people do. The little blue shorts. People were like, oh, where'd you get those from? I was like, girl, Walmart, $16. So if I, imagine how many have to sell. Anyways, I'm about to go buy the dress. Thank you, girl. What is LTK? A shopping platform, Marcy. So it's literally like this, like to know it. It's a shopping platform. I have a Patreon community, link things there. Yes, you can. That's one of the best ways to do it is if you have a community already, like for instance, whenever I do a challenge, I share all of my affiliate links to my Amazon products for that challenge there. I'm like, hey, these are all the things that I use to shoot content. If you want to buy them, I put on there, these are affiliate links. But I mean, you guys, most people, when you see people posting a link, you're imagining if it's not their stuff, they're probably using an affiliate. And, these big box companies, if they're selling something for 20 bucks, I can help my friend get $2 for that sale. I don't mind using an affiliate link. I have been telling you that, Tanya. We're not gonna, Tanya, you've been called me 2 years ago. I found a video from 2 years. Tanya called me for the very first time. Anyways, we'll talk later. But yeah, you absolutely can be an affiliate link, and don't think because you're a certain type of brand that you can't do it. Because I know Marcy raised her hand. I'm about to let her come off mute. But Marcy, if she is doing a class, she's a teacher as well, she might say, this notebook will help you stay more organized in my class. You don't have to buy it, but here's a recommendation. It could be an Amazon affiliate link. And she tells her students, this is helpful. This has helped me take notes. They go buy it. She just made, $40 from promoting a notebook. So that's why I say it does not matter what it is. If Chandra has a certain dress that looks really good on maternity clients and she tells them, hey, go buy this dress, it's, $35 on Amazon, instead of trying to go rent out these expensive dresses. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And then she makes $5 for every dress sold. So, Marcy.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
Okay, so quick, I just want to be clear real quick. So the whole affiliate thing with these other websites like the Mavely and you're saying with those, you sign up for those and then you sell whatever you like. Okay. Is that similar?
You got to make sure obviously that it's on there, but like,
oh, it has to be. Wait, so
like,
it has
I don't think Amazon is on Mavely. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm gonna double
I got
check.
you. But if it said JC Penney's, like if a store is on there, is that what we're saying? Like, is that what we're looking at? Okay.
Yep.
So if I like this store, I find the things and then I say, hey y'all, whatever, has something to do with my brand, whatever, and then they buy it. Okay. That, and then some of those you have to have a certain amount of followers, some you don't.
Yes, the LTK, they want you to, they're very bougie.
And this is Instagram only. people? Like all those companies are just Instagram? Because there's
No,
a TikTok shop. Is that, and TikTok shop is like affiliate, right?
so TikTok Shop is affiliate. That is correct.
So
It's completely
similar
different.
thing.
Similar things, very similar. It's like a Mavely, but just solely for TikTok.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so you just can just be out shopping with the, that's gonna be my story. I tell my husband. That's why I gotta go shop more. So, cause I'm an affiliate.
I literally now, when I go in Walmart, I just take especially kids' clothes. I just take pictures of the kids' clothes and I'll just post a picture and be like, "Did y'all see this little Winnie the Pooh dress in the baby section?"
Oh.
And post a link to it and be like, "Go shop it."
Oh my gosh, I have a whole idea. I know how I could do this.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And the piece about it is too, and it's so Tanya, you brought up a good point to shop your closet. If you have things that, especially Amazon things, what I find is like my Amazon dresses that I have from a year ago, they're still live and active on Amazon. But like Walmart and the Targets and H&M and places like that, they tend to restock stuff and different stuff. And so what I have found, there's two things. I have a client, that's why she ordered stuff today. She's like, all my stuff is old. This is old Zara, old this. So there's two ways to do it. You can just go on the Zara website and say, oh, I like this. Let me go create a link for it. You can promote it in your stories, or you can actually buy the stuff or go into the store. A lot of times those convert better than just pulling a stock image from the website. But if you know something's going to sell well, y'all see this. Especially if you follow like a couponing store or something, they'll post a picture of a pink Stanley cooler. They ain't went and bought that Stanley cooler and be like, comment Stanley and I'll send you the link. They're sending you their affiliate link. They ain't bought nothing, but they making money from you because you're gonna go buy it once you click the link. And so no, you don't have to buy everything. I do think that as you're building, people want to, especially if it's like clothing, people want to see stuff on you and stuff like that. And I think that's an easy way for you to add additional income. Like I said, I haven't even put these links out really on my social. I've been putting these links out to my Facebook friends, like, because I know how we shop. I know my friends and family. Y'all, my family is where is the discount? And so with my kids' clothes, it's easy for me to do that because little boys and little girls' clothes should not be costing $60, $70. We getting a $14 dress from Walmart and we look just as adorable in it. So yeah, you can go a lot of that. They go into the store, go into the dressing room, try it on, take the pictures, never buy it, and they leave. So don't hang up on us and go to the mall. Oh, I forgot you're in California, so it's only 6:00. The old mall's probably still open. But anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. We got a little off topic. I didn't mean to go deep into affiliate marketing, but I am happy to go deeper into that this month. We do have some upcoming things. I want to take more Q&A, y'all. I am, but I want to real quick while I have y'all on the phone. This month, there are a couple of things going on in society. On Tuesday at 12 o'clock, we have our daytime office hours. So for those of you that are not in the society, twice a month, I do daytime because some people are like, I need to get it done. I'm done. So 12 o'clock, they come, they do it 12 o'clock Eastern time. They join me for a daytime the first Tuesday of the month. And then it's usually the third Tuesday, but I think this month is the anyways, I'll tell y'all the date. The date is Tuesday, June 24th. We do an evening office hours. It's at 8 o'clock. All right, so that's the piece that we do office hours. Then the week of Juneteenth, June 16th, 17th, and 18th, those 3 days, we are doing a carousel challenge inside of the society. So every day I'm gonna go live teaching you about carousels. And so that is upcoming. And I really want y'all to focus in on carousels. If you're not in the society, there will be a fee to join it. But in all honesty, if you join the society and you said at the end of the month, this wasn't for me, you can cancel. Ask the ladies in society. Some of these ladies I see on here have been in there before. This is not I'm taking you and you held into a contract for a year. You might come for 3 months and say, oh, I need a break. I've had people come, leave because of, whatever reasons are happening, come back 6 months later, ready to start over again. It is just it's a really, I want to say safe space because honestly, that's what it was created for. But we do a lot of trainings and a lot of in-depth questions. And so I really encourage y'all to ask questions, obviously on the lives we have, but ask the questions, ask for feedback. I think Alicia is still on, or she may have had to drop. But y'all, I'm so proud of her. She joined the society. Is she still on? Did she drop? I think she had to drop. But she joined maybe 3 months ago, and she wanted to transition from doing like lifestyle content to more, I want to be a professional in the healthcare. She's now been invited to 2 speaking engagements for Black women's health. And it's just all from her asking questions about, hey, can I do this? Can I do that? And I know, like, hey, Serena, the reason why I've added in more evening sessions is because a lot of people are like, I can't do daytime, girl. I know, I get it. And me over here, I'm like, dang, I know I got the gym in the morning, but I want to do more evening time. So we've added in a lot more evening times to make it available for you guys. I have never changed the price from $47 a month. That's all it's going to be. I want it to be accessible to us. There are not a lot of things that are accessible to us that you feel like if you go to Starbucks 2 or 3 times a week, that's your, society money kind of thing. I don't want it to feel like it's a strain on you. Sometimes it may become a strain. And if you need to step away, I love when you guys tell me like, hey, I'm stepping away. Sometimes it doesn't notify me. I just want y'all to know, and we may be leaving Mighty Networks. For those of you who have been in the society before, I'll show y'all a real quick what it looks. There's an app, so you can get notifications to your app, but we're probably leaving Mighty Networks either in July or August. They don't let me share videos. That's why I don't like it. So this is kind of, like I said, the society. Sorry, I'm not gonna show you out here, Tiffany, but there are things here. You can ask questions. You can see all the replays. This is, honestly, y'all, this is worth your $47. If you get in here, you need to go in here. The first thing it's going to tell you to do is go to the Instagram starter kit. It's going to walk you through all of these trainings for Instagram fundamentals. There's a workbook that you can download. Then you have replays. So every office hour, if I go live for 5 minutes, it is recorded. And so they're all here. Reels Challenge. We'd have an email marketing. We have content hacks. And y'all, these are long videos. They're not like, just getting out here and you got, 10 minutes. These are long, hour-long videos of trainings from lots of trainings. A content planning session last year. We also have guests. So Crystal comes in sometimes and does like different things. Mini chats. I told y'all there's a whole mini chats and DM automations on here. And so all of those are here. Email marketing deep dive, email automation. So if you don't have an email, we tell you how that, pricing your services. We have some bonuses, repurposing, time management, Publer. And then one of the things, I don't post the replays a lot, and it's more of a personal reason. But every Monday, we have a prayer call. If you're not a person of faith, it's not going to change how you operate in here. It just is to me, as a woman of faith, it's something I love to do. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we have our weekly intentions and prayer call. I take every person's prayer and we pray. We spend 30 minutes going over prayers, what's people going through. We have had so many breakthroughs on that call. So those are there. And then Lisa, who's here, hosts a co-working session on Thursday nights from 9:30 to 11:30. And so they are in Eastern. Every time you see is in Eastern Standard Time, but there are different times and different things that you may have stuff going on, and you can post about it. You can, like I said, you just go and say, hey, I need to share, it's giving me more because I'm the host, but you could just say, hey, I got a question about this, and you drop it here. And I'm going to come in and answer it within 24 hours. If it's not the weekend, I do live, y'all. That's the other piece. I have to remind people, if you're going to post something, you're like, I'm posting this today. Let me post it right here. I might not get feedback to you immediately. Y'all just saw that I have 11 clients in Publer. So I am blocking. I do a lot of time blocking now. For those who know, I have not severe. I have ADHD, and I have very much gotten into a good groove of controlling it. And because of that, I time block and I set my timer, and I might be, 90 minutes, not close out all my apps, and I have them locked down because y'all know me. I told y'all with the chat. If I see it, I'm going to go do that thing. And so sometimes I don't have notifications turned on for the society. So if it's an emergency, and to be fair, there's no content emergency, but if it was an emergency, I'm probably not going to see it until like my timer goes off. I turn back on notifications. I just like to remind people of that. Like I'm a full business owner. The society is my baby. It's the one thing, if I did nothing else, we would do the society. But I just wanted to like let y'all know, like it's not a post something and then I get an answer in 10 minutes. It might be a couple of hours or the very next day, depending on what time you post. We have different people in different time zones. So I try to put that out there. I don't try to like sugarcoat and say like, oh, you're going to get, one-on-one support every day, all day. That's not going to happen in person. We are looking at getting a community manager when we transition off of Mighty Networks, but it'll still be me and one other person, the full community. All right, Q&A. I went over, we're over. I know people had to go. I got about 10 minutes. Are there any other questions that I can answer? I think somebody needed a link to something. Okay, thank you, Lisa, for sharing it. And you can come off mute. You can raise your hand. You come off mute, or you can drop it in the chat. Either one. We miss you too, though, Serena, so much. I be missing you. I be seeing y'all post. I'm like, okay. And then sometimes people get off society because they're not posting too. They're doing a shift, and that's okay too. Oh, Dr. Chrissy, I'm so glad you learned something. And I'm here, y'all. If y'all have questions, I'm also the not pressure. If you're like, girl, I don't know about the society, but I got a question, send me a DM afterward. I am happy to help y'all, okay? Happy to answer anything that I can. And I will send y'all this replay. So if you missed something tonight and you're like, how did she do that? I share it with y'all. Oh, hey, Coach D. I will send you the replay. If you missed anything, I'll share it with you. All right, Keisha, we'll talk soon. So sorry, I'll send you the replay. And for my guys, let me remind y'all, the society, it's made for women for a certain reason. Obviously, we have, but I have very one-off, one-on-one pages that I do. I probably coach 6 or 7 guys over the last 3 months who are just like, they still want to change up and change their strategies. A strategy call is actually probably one of the best things you can do. If you're on this call or you watch this replay, you send me a message. It's usually $197. I've done them where I've discounted them to $167. If you're in the society, it's a little better discount. But definitely send me a message. I'll get you the discount link. But it's a 1-hour call, and I send you a 90-day content plan after that 1-hour call. I really want to get to the bottom of what it is you're trying to do first, and then I work through building out your content plan after that. Yay! Hey, girl. I have been hoping that your summer camps have been promoted well. So I am so glad that you got to hop on here. Yep, keep the momentum going. This is it. I would love to see you in the society. It's just a really great place. The women are all as encouraging as they are here, but then you just have the access and resources to additional things, not just reels. Not everybody wants to make content all the time. Y'all may want to go into affiliate marketing. Y'all may want to, build out, what's the other thing? Email marketing. There's different avenues that we're going to be tapping into. I didn't realize there was such a hot take for affiliate marketing, so I get to do a training on that. I may add it at the end of June or 1st of July. I'll add that in there to the trainings. Any other questions? Y'all can, like I said, raise. Let me make it where y'all can come off mute if you need to. Yeah, there it goes. Go ahead, Marcy.
Okay, I just want to say this. If you're thinking about the society, I am a former person. I'm going to say this on Alicia's behalf. She is my original Let me join a program person. I saw a live and some other stuff and I joined. It was everything. I really learned a lot from you. Like hashtags, like just, and I'm not saying like it's for beginners, but I learned a lot. I just feel like for me, and I'm not in it at this point, but I do think everybody has a different point. You got to do all the things about your, you know what I mean, as far as your business and whatever, whether it's timing, finances, where you are in your business, your focus at the moment, whatever, whatever. But I will say that it's the trainings like this where I go, dang, yeah, this is why I was in there. This is a highlight. So if you ain't joining for anything else but to watch the videos, but the trainings, I got to give it to you. I learned a lot. And I'm back. I'm still sitting here. Been sitting here for 2 hours, whatever we are. I'm here. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody thinking about it? Yeah. This is these trainings right here. You do this very well.
Thank you,
And,
Marcy.
and you don't hold back on the information. Because I was like, all this affiliate, I'm getting more. I have 0 time, but I'm like the other girl. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna be caught up in Walmart fooling around with that tripod you taught me about. So, thank you very much. I did like these trainings. Thank you. But I was in there. And Mondays were good too. Monday mornings, yes.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Marcy. Can y'all hear me okay now? Am I back? Okay, I'm back now. Okay, cool. I don't know what it did, but it literally did a spin. It swapped over to my old internet for like 2 minutes. Y'all know how life is. I still have the old internet just because I'm scared. We just got fiber. Marcy, I got to come back to your comments while I'm back connected. I love to hear that. For one, because one of my favorite things to do is teach. For those who do not know, my mom was a teacher. I feel like in my heart that I am a teacher. That's why, even though I had last year had a lot of guests come in, and I think the additional trainers are all valuable, I want to teach at least 2 or 3 times a month. And so we do a lot more teaching trainings. And I think Marcy brought a good point is, you know, there are seasons you may go through and you're like, I need this right now. I can show up on a call. And then there's going to be seasons where you're like, I'm not on the calls. And I kind of said it. I think it was Friday on Threads. I was like, hosting a community for as long as I have hosted it, this year will be 4 years. We started in 2021. For as long as I have hosted it, I know if you come to the calls and you just soak in the information or watch the replay, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something. And then if you take it a step further and ask clarifying questions, something that's not, it's not coming through for you. Lisa gave the perfect example of it tonight. I'm over here thinking, I done show her how to do, like in my head, I'm like, I showed her how to do this. It's there. But then when she came off mute and she asked it again in a different way, I'm like, maybe she doesn't know how the app works. Let's go into the app. Because if I show you on the computer, it's not helping you see the push notifications on the app. And so I want to always clarify. There are too many teachers and people out here who aren't do the clarifying steps. If it's not clear for you, you're not going to be able to take it further. And that's the big piece I want y'all to understand is if you ask me something and I don't answer it in a way that makes it clear for you, come back to me. I'm not mad at you. I'm not upset. I'm in my head, I'm like, well, how do I do this differently? And I want it to be as understandable as possible. And I'm gonna hold you accountable. Now, Marcy didn't say something that I thought she was gonna say.
What?
I thought she was gonna be like, be prepared that if you ask to be held accountable, I will be nice, nasty, and be like, did you say you was gonna do that?
This is true. This is true. This is true. If you need some accountability, we have that here. Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Very true. But I do it, like you said, out of love. And look, I'm one of the ones too. it's funny because y'all, it's only one person that texts me. I said by May 31st, I was going to have my family YouTube started. One person in the society sent me a message and said, where your YouTube at? Nobody else held me accountable, but she did. And I told her, give me to the end of the week. I have the videos edited. I just haven't uploaded them. And so, but I love that. I love that there's true accountability both ways, but there's true, let's learn. And I am one to tell y'all, I don't know that. Like, I'm going to say, you might ask a question and you're like, what is going on with, you know, this in Instagram? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm not afraid to go ask or go research it. And that's something that's also, I very much pride myself in. If I don't know something, I think Lisa the other day was asking about Flowdesk. I don't know. I don't use Flowdesk, but I can go find out and we can get there together. So that's kind of the way I see things. Thank you, Marcy, for sharing that. I do appreciate it. Any other questions? I want to see how y'all look. I ain't got to see y'all's faces, but it's a lot of y'all on here tonight. And I'm just, are Sunday nights good time for y'all? I just kind of want to know that. Yes. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, good. It's really good for me because I'm already here. I already have it blocked off. I'm just usually doing my stuff. And so I can move mine to Monday mornings. Listen and do stuff. Okay, cool. We'll move some things to Sundays. I think that might work better and y'all not stressed about the work week because I be seeing some of y'all stressed throughout the week. So yeah, cool. We'll move some calls to Sundays. All right, so well, we are now at 9:25, so we're almost at 2 hours. So I did go a little over. I will tell y'all that too. Unless I have like a pressing call or I'm, you know, if it's during the daytime and I had to pick up kids. Other than that, if I can stay and y'all have questions, I'm gonna stay and answer the questions. It might be 2 of us left on the call, but I want to be able to stay and answer your questions if that is if you have it and I have the time. Like I'm not like oh, you got your hour, that's all I got. Like if I have it, if I'm available, I'm available. I might not always be available, but a lot of the times I am. That's the flexibility of the schedule I have built that I want to have. What was the link for the strategy call? Yes. So I'm gonna hold on, girl, because don't get me tripping over here. I haven't it's underneath coaching. Don't go to my done for you, go to apply for coaching underneath my services. So if anybody needs the link afterwards, just hit apply and I'll go in and put I put your discount code on there afterwards. So if you want to do it, definitely. Oh, let me show y'all really quickly. My client does these shirts and she has a new design. And so this is the sweatshirt. I got the first, obviously, because she's been my client now for 5 years. So I get things a little early, but it's coming out this week. She just did some content in it today. She has this design in different colors, but she did it in different colors. Thank you, Delphine, for asking. Send me a message and I'll send you a link to it. Oh, Erica. Yes. So many nuggets. Yes. All right, y'all. Well, I will share y'all the replay. Again, everything that I do, it's recorded. I go and post it out there for y'all to be able to see it. I would love to have you in the society, or just love to have you ask follow-up questions. Send me a DM. Hey, what's going on with my page? This is whatever it is, y'all ask away, okay? Dia, I will see you on prayer call in the morning. Jamila, go ahead. I didn't see your hand. Go ahead, girl. How do we get the replay and join the society? So replay is going to go to everybody. So even if you're not in the society, I am happy to send you the replay. It's going to come out via email. If y'all, for some reason, and I tell y'all the same way I be telling the other people, if you do not get my emails for whatever reason, check the spam. It's hello@IamAliciaNoel.com. So just search for Alicia Noel. It should come up. But if you are not getting my emails, check and see if they're going to spam. That there is still obviously a case of spam that's happening. But it's that you should get an email with the replay. It'll be a link to a YouTube video for you to watch the replay. Society link, I just dropped it there. Again, you can start for 14 days for free. You don't even have to say I'm signed up. You could just start 14 days. Nicole, it was so good to see you the other night, Nikoji. Good. I'm glad you're motivated. Just get back into the spirit of it. I'm so glad, Tiffany, it was good. Jamila, did you want to drop your question or you
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
my question was earlier when you were showing how you copy and paste the caption. Was that an app you were using?
Yeah, it was. So we did Publer on the website, and then I took it to the Publer app.
Okay.
Yeah, good question.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You don't believe you get my... Yes, y'all check. I'm doing just like I tell Women's Society. I have done all the make sure I'm, this and that. But sometimes my emails go to promotions tab instead of your main tab if you have Gmail. But I have heard people say that some people it goes to spam. I don't know why. So just FYI. Jamila, that's a great question. I personally don't use Notion, but Crystal, one of our trainers who trains sometimes in Society, she uses Notion. And she has great templates we've walked through. She really loves Notion. It does not work for me. I have tried all the only planning app that I have liked is Asana. That's the only one that I have somewhat liked, and it still is not my favorite. I'm a pen and actually what I got to do every day this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, tear it off. Like, this is what I like. It's in your promotions. See, yes. Okay. I'm glad you found it at least, but yeah. And that was my worry. That's why I went ahead and sent the link out to my, what's it called? Broadcast channel. Cause I was like, I know people are getting, would want to come to things like this. And I normally do a free call once a month regardless. So if there is a topic or something y'all want for July that you're thinking about, like, hey, cover this in July, let me know and I will I'll send it to y'all. I'm glad you saw it there from my broadcast because that's what I was worried about. It's like, y'all not getting these emails. Girl, I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. It just makes me happier. To clarify for y'all, like how serious I am, I'm not gonna show y'all the prayers, but this was the one I started this year. This is the prayers from December 23rd until now. I write down everyone's prayer in a book and then I pray over this throughout the week. So I'm a big notes and write it down. This is the book I got when I was in the Goldman Sachs program. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when it's empty. Somebody got to get me a pretty little notebook like this. So, all right, y'all, we're at 9:30. I am gonna go and get ready for the evening and get ready for bed. I have gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. But if you missed something or you just have questions, you missed the link, maybe it was Mavely, Publer, or the Society, send me a message and I'm happy to send them to you guys. And I will share this replay with y'all tomorrow because I'm about to go to bed. Y'all have a wonderful night. Oh, let me take a little screenshot real quick. I missed some of y'all, but I'm still gonna take a little screenshot. Cheese. All right, y'all have a great night. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.